So we start our class from this point, and we at first will download Ubuntu Linux, Lubuntu. We will download Lubuntu, and so let's download it. So in the background I start downloading this version. I download Lubuntu 64 bits. I download it. So downloading started. So at first I download this version. The next what I'm doing, I also want you to install in your computer VirtualBox. You have to download and install VirtualBox in your computer. The second task. Download and install VirtualBox. In my computer, VirtualBox is already installed, and you can do it in your computer in ordinary way. You are using any installer of any program in your Windows machine. Windows, in Linux it's a bit different. You can install Linux on a hardware, but I suggest you to do it not so so Lubuntu is downloaded. Yes, it's downloaded. Yes, and now I'm starting with Lubuntu. So I run in VirtualBox. I'm showing you what you have to do. So we have VirtualBox. In your computer, when you install a VirtualBox, you will not have all these operating systems I have here. What I'm doing now, I create new name, type it's Lubuntu. Its type I can choose, it's Linux, Ubuntu 64-bit. Operating the about memory I set, but you can set a larger amount of memory if you want to have high performance. Create. This is the size of your hard drive. You can set it, maybe 20 gigabytes will be enough for you. I create. Then I choose network. I set it to bridge adapter. You see here, yes. Okay. Then in storage, I choose my drive. I just choose a disk file. I move just downloaded file . So I choose just downloaded file. This is one. This one you see. I open it. Set its live stdio.dvd. Okay. Then what you are doing, you start installation of your operating system. Appear this window, English, install Ubuntu, English, United States, English, everything. I press enter, wait a few moments, and install my operating system. In this class, I explain you what you have to configure in your development environment for carrying out laboratory works. So it's rather simple, it's not complicated, very simple. You install operating system for your classes. I suggest to use Lubuntu because it's rather light and doesn't consume too much system resources, and doesn't consume too much memory, and doesn't consume too much CPU time. So host name, we call it as HPC node 1, continue. Full name of new user, I created as a student. Username of account, student. Password for a new student will be 1. Re-enter password will be 1. That's only for demonstrational purposes. Use this weak password, yes. Europe, Uzhhorod. It's not Uzhhorod because unfortunately Ubuntu suggests to you that in Ukraine we have multiple time zones, and show you it. It's strange, it's mistake, but I don't know which is, maybe better it was to choose. Okay, guided. No. So what we will have about partitions in our hard drive. We create empty partition. First we create create new partition. I create partition of size 4 gigabytes. Primary beginning, and it will be swap. I choose swap area. Go back. Then we create new partition as a root primary, as a root file system. File system will be ext4. Done setting up the partition. We install it, we create it, finish the partitioning process. Yes. Now system installing base components. As you see, it's rather fast and installation process is rather simple. And also so we have our operating system. which installing while we installing our operating system, let me show you which code we will write and what we will do together. How to compile the simplest program in a Linux C language. What we have to do. At first, after installation, okay, let it be in the background, this installation process. At the same time, I will show you how to write your own program and how this program should look like. I open usual notepad, and what I'm doing here, I'm writing my first program. So what I'm doing, I said that this is C language. Yes, hello. This is our first program, and this our first program will be I create new directory IC3. It will be what is the point of VirtualBox? In VirtualBox we install Ubuntu inside VirtualBox. Inside VirtualBox, Ubuntu is installing. It's VirtualBox. It's still installing, and inside VirtualBox we installing Ubuntu. Because I don't want you to damage your host operating system. We install guest operating system. Guest operating system is a operating system which we install inside VirtualBox. So while it's installing, I'm showing you how you will yes, you can name operating system here. How do you prefer here? How do you prefer? I suggest to use the simplest, not the simplest, but passwords which you will remember and didn't forget. So this is the question. Inside, so we download Lubuntu, we download VirtualBox, we install VirtualBox, Lubuntu inside VirtualBox, and then we will install additional components, but at first it's installing system, it's installing packages. So we are waiting while it's until it's completing. We will continue. Yes. We should create virtual hard drive. We should create virtual hard disk. I told that 20 gigabytes will be enough. Here you can see that we have 20 gigabytes. Here you can see this is 20 gigabytes. Better to create a resizable hard drive, not a fixed sized, but resizable option. Okay, I continue to my program. This is our first program. Okay, maybe questions also. Okay, let me show you in my in my case, the options are dynamically allocated, virtual size. I choose default values, only default values, except the size. I set 20 gigabytes. I set 20 gigabytes. So I have this program. Okay, maybe another questions you have. Let's go to our program. So we have this program which is written. Yes, the simplest program which simply write a hello. Now I want to compile this program. You see that I have ls list of the files, ls minus l detailed list of the files, ls minus l. To compile program I'm using GCC, it's C compiler, first.c, and if you run this program and you don't have any misprinting and errors in your code, you will not see anything in your screen. But in the same directory, with the same with the execution of this, you will have a out file, a out. To run this, I type ./aout. Hello. But these steps you will do later, after installation and after configuration. I only don't want to spend too much time and show for you all of the steps. No, you have to install it. You have to install it. And also other components. So other components will also install. So at the beginning, simply our task is to install a Lubuntu, and then we will install it. And if you don't have experience how to install, I will show you in this. So we have this program and it's running. If you want to set other name, for instance first.run, you have to put -o, and to run this program first.run. So my program was executed. I compiled my first program. The second task, now we will increase complexity. What I'm doing now, also question, in my program I have function printf. I believe that you know what is the meaning of function printf, but imagine that you don't know how to use this function. In this case you can use man command, which is shortened from manual, and printf. What we have here, printf, okay, it's a function, is you see printf1. Our task 2 minus the q, type in q to quit from this environment, man3, this is chapter of manual pages. And now we have documentation on this function, you see. This man, to see this man, we type man 3 space v printf. Because there are multiple chapters in our Linux manual. Okay, 38% of installation. We continue. Now we extend our program and add additional tasks. We have a variable int or double a equals to 8.504. We have double b equals to 5.3, and we have double c equals to pow a in power of b. Now I want to print on the screen the result of calculation is. Then I put some placeholder f and put here c. I recompile my program. GCC. Command line prompt of Linux has have history, so arrow up helps me to not to type twice the same commands. We have history of what we are typing before. I compile this. Oh, and I see that we have error. Incompatible implicit declaration of pow. Yes, and my compiler doesn't know what to do with the math, with the pow. I need to include math.h, and compiler print for me this information. So what I'm doing now, I'm doing this, include math.h. Now I go here, and again I compile it again. And again I have problem. I have an issue. Undefined reference to pow. What I have to do? That's a good question, because now we eliminate this warning, but we still have this error. We didn't compile this code. To compile this code, we have to add here this option -lm. But the question is using the position of this -lm. I believe it should be doing this way. Yes. So -lm, you see, -lm allows me to compile program not in this position but in this position and obtain compiled code. And if I run my program now, first.run, I see calculation, result of calculation. Sure, it is not clear and what is how we can check this, but nevertheless we did it. Maybe to simplify our task, we do it in this way. A will be 2.0 and this will be 3.0 to be more GCC, and again first. So we have 8, it's 2 in the power of 3, we will have 8. Also, you see that in this code I'm using function pow, and you want to ask, man, tell me please what is the meaning of pow function? Man pow. And I see that this is power functions. We have to use include math.h at the beginning of our program. We have different options. It's x, y, float, xi, pow, f. Long double, we also have possibility to use long double functions with a long double type. And also we have -lm. We have to link this library with -lm. We compile our program, and here we have all the description of this function. To quit from programmer's manual, we have to type Q on a keyboard. Simply type Q, and this will because sometimes students ask me how to quit from this manual page, simply type Q. Okay, what about installation? Installation is 47%. And we continue with our program. We have power, yes. And the next question. So now you know how to compile program, how to link program with mathematical library. And the next question, we will create processes. Or yes, we will create processes. What will be these processes? We are creating printf our program 1, yes, and also with pid. Now I explain you what is the pid, and put here function getpid. You don't know what is the meaning of this function, but that's good because you come to our class to understand what it is. Getpid. Let's go to our manual page and ask what is getpid. Getpid and getppid, get process identification. We have to add at the beginning of our program these two lines of the code, these two lines. So I simply copy these two lines and add them here. Then I try to run my program. I save this file, recompile my program. Let's recompile our program. And okay, getpid, get process identification. So we return the process ID of the calling process. Now you can guess that when I run this program will print for me, will have process ID in our operating system with some number. So let's compile it. Again, I didn't type the same command twice. I simply take this command from the history. You see, I didn't obtain any errors, and I run my program again, and I obtain, but you see that we have to put some break here in the code. It's not evident and not clear. Let's do it in this way. I put here again, I compile my program again, run, and you see our program with the pid, this pid. Every time you run our program, the pid will be different. You can ask me, what is the pid? What is the meaning of the pid? Very simple. If you type psax, you will see the processes in your operating system. Different processes. You see, I have Chrome, Postgres, and multiple other processes, and all of these processes have their own PID, process identifier. So the next command you have to remember is psax. psax. Now we can summarize these commands here. Psax, it's a processes, yes. We have the command to compile our program. Yes, we also have command to list files. We have the command to print man on some commands. So now you see and you know few commands how to, and also to execute your program you have to use /first.run. This is execution of your program. Yes, exec. This is compilation of your program. So now you have all these commands. Okay, how many percents? Oh, it's about half of this execution. So now we compile our program. We have this process identifier. Okay, another programs also to see the processes. It's a pstree, allows us to see the tree like processes in the tree, because one process can be the father for other processes, and other processes are the childs of this one process. You see child, subchilds, and these are very complicated tree. So you simply also have to know the program pstree allows you to show the commands you have. Sorry, process you have. Now, okay, let's continue to our program. In our program, we can use also function sleep. Sleep. And put here values like let's ask man 3 sleep for a specified number of seconds. So our program can sleep. We should use include unistd.h. In our program we used this function, so we sleep. Let's sleep maybe 10 seconds or 20 seconds. Okay, now run this program, compile and run it again. Execute this program. We have to wait 20 seconds. We wait 20 seconds, and after 20 seconds we can see that we will see another message. Yes, you see another message. The number of process ID is the same. But also let me do the next. Let's increase the size of this sleep process 2000, and let's do the next. Compile my program and run my program. While my program is running, I am starting my program ps ax with the arguments ax, and check just a moment. ax. You see that I have this program, and the state of this program is sleep. This one. 614 614,731. So this number, and if you look here, you see that this is the same process, this one. If you want, you can do the next. You can grep, it's filtering, and find out that's this number process. Grep, it's filtering. From all this output, I filter out only needed process. So I add to needed comments. Also this one. How to filter out. Also, if you don't know what is ps and pstree, what you will do, you simply type man ps and you will have report a snapshot of current processes. pstree man, and you will have display a tree of processes. Man gcc, and you will have manual page on your gcc. Man ls. So also this is documentation. Okay, now maybe for the beginning it will be rather enough for you. Let's wait until finishing installation of this process. A few moments maybe. Okay, so the system asked me about proxy. I didn't need it at all. Then it's scanning resources for installation additional packages. It requires internet connections. Sure. It got additional software and install some packages. It also will take some time. So this is also installation additional packages. Additional packages will be installed. This process is faster because that's only additional packages. Base system is already installed. Now install packages. And I believe these packages are installed from repositories, online repositories. Some of these packages are larger, some of these packages are smaller, but they also will be installed now. So we have stage of install bootloader. You press yes. This will take some time. Now we didn't do anything. We wait while system finishing installation configuration. Now let's look at time. Installation complete. Now system will reboot, and that's all. So the whole process of installation takes about 1.5 hours, maybe 2 hours. Depends on machine, but so system starting now after installation. And now we see that we have our login screen. Student password is 1. I'm logging in. After the process is completed, we'll have this environment, and I suggest you to do the first step. About upgrade, we do it later. What we will do: devices, insert guest editions CD image, and okay. And what we will do, we will run some of these packages. I believe in Linux operating system it will be something like run or run as root. Well, no. So let's do the next. Let's tools, and in this directory we will become a super user, and we will go to this directory and run manually this run as root. So let's do the next. Okay, wbox Linux edition. Yes, good. So now we installed VirtualBox Edition. In a few words, what it is. It is additional drivers which support multiple features like copy and paste between the guest operating system and host operating system. It is also about size of the screen and etc. So now I log out, reboot. I'm rebooting this computer. And now we will see the screen, and we will have new video driver, which will allow us to resize the desktop, the size of this desktop window. Now student password is 1. Okay, we got some message. So nice. Let's choose. Maybe this will be good for us or not. No. Oh, this will be good. Okay. Okay, save. So now we can work in this environment. And now what I will do, in system tools I have LX terminal, and here I increase the size of the font. First command, I become root, sudo su minus, password is 1, it's my password. The first I want to install needed software. It's Midnight Commander. Let's check. Do we have Midnight Commander? No, we don't have it. So what we will do, apt-get install Midnight Commander mc, then it will be vim aptitude. These are the package managers, and now we have these packages. These packages will be installed. It's command line prompt installation. Apt-get, then the names of packages which you want to install. Then our system connects to the internet and repositories of Ubuntu. You see these repositories here, and after successful installation it will finishes and write for us the message that it finished. Also in system tools we have Synaptic Package Manager, which allows you to install packages in graphical UI, but I suggest you to know how to do it in command line prompt. So I show you that in system tools we have Synaptic Package Manager, but we cannot run process of installation from different programs, so we will have to wait, because there are some dependencies. We install 3 packages, but these 3 packages depends other packages, and we have to install these packages also. We do this. But let's look at this tool. Okay, we have to wait. Let's wait while packages installing. After that, let's wait. We install this package. Now we trying to run graphical user interface tool. Password is 1 for student. It's for this test environment. And what we can do, and we can here select needed packages. For instance, we need GCC. And we find out that we have GCC, and we look here and have some CPP versions. Let's GCC. You can search through, but GCC, and we have multiple versions of GCC. Here, let's look into the latest version of GCC, version of 8. We also have GCC doc. So we see that maybe it is already installed. New tab. Let's check GCC minus version. No, but in command line prompt we can simply type apt-get GCC, install GCC. And here to install GCC we need to choose some of these versions. Okay, let's do it from command line prompt. And first we should okay, let's do the next search. Okay, this library in any case will be needed for us. Gomp search. Why it searches a bit strange. Okay, let's on the name search libgomp. We need libgomp, mark for installation. Also it will install GCC. But also let's find through all these libraries and find out not only 32-bit library but also 64 bits library, and this is this library we need. And also we want to GCC. Let's, because the first time I didn't properly search, so name GCC search, and we have GCC. The version of compiler here is there are different versions from the older and to newer versions, but we will choose GCC base, GCC 8, mark for installation, mark. Also let's search through and find out G++. It's it is C++ compiler, but it is open source compiler. Also I choose this one. Also let's look, we have some editor, nice editor or not. Accessories, xpath, leafpath. Okay, leafpath will be rather good for us. Also we will need utility make utility. Let's look and find out make. We have make utility and also documentation for it. Let's look and find out also the program strace. It will be needed for us. Also search strace. It is already selected and installed. Also let's look and find out okay, let's look for categories. All, but we have categories, sections. Yes, we have development, and for development we have editors. Also we have editors, Emacs, Add, LibreOffice. We don't need LibreOffice in our case. We will, okay, let's look editors. These are different repositories which can help us. Okay, development. Oh, in Linux there are too many. Let's ask in this case pptp. No. Okay, what about Eclipse? Eclipse, this is environment, or maybe this one. Let's try to play with this. I don't know, it's maybe it will be too slow, but we can use CDT. I believe it will be it will be good for us. And now also about JDK. Let's ask about JDK. What about latest version of JDK? Oh, only version 11, but it is also selected. Okay, let it be. So I believe it will be rather good for us at this stage. Maybe also we will add here. Okay, that will be enough for us. We click apply, and we have to wait some time while these packages will be downloaded and installed. We choose too much different packages, so we have to wait some time, but it's only downloading and we have to wait while these packages will be installed. So at this step we have to wait. So we finished installation. Click close, wait some time. Yes, and also okay, we have to ask again desktop preferences, not this, but monitor settings. Okay, let it be. Okay, save. Now let's check what we have installed. GCC, let's do it in this terminal, and again GCC minus version, sorry, not minus version, minus v, and we have 7.5. We can type man 2 or 3 printf undocumented. Okay, so let's install also in command line prompt apt-get install, or let's do it with apt-get, also the command line program. GCC doc, let's do it. Not this, but maybe this package. Let's try to run it, install it. So we have two different options how to install package in Linux, from Synaptic graphical user interface and from command line prompt. So this package was downloaded and installed, already installed. Now let's check it was needed package or not. No, it wasn't this package. So let's gcc minus dev dev we have to find out which category it belongs to. Not installed packages, but what about development main? And we need some documentation. Documentation packages, but I don't see GCC dev c dev cdoc grep cdoc maybe. JSON cdoc. We have to find out which package we need and install it. So we have to install what packages we need. We have to install man pages dev, man pages dev, and also man pages minus POSIX dev. This what we need. Also we can search through and find out what another pages we have. Okay, we also have pages in different languages. We can also man OpenCL install this. And I see that will be all. Okay, 24 megabytes to install and 11 megabytes to download. Okay, let's go and install this package. And after installation of these packages, we will be able to do man printf. Now it is not installed, but in a few moments we will have these packages installed in our system. Not yet. So we got press enter to continue. It's finished. We quit from this environment. We go here, try man printf, and we see manual page, man 7 signal. It works. PS3 works. MC works. In our menu we have in programming we have Eclipse environment, we have GCC, we also have LeafPad as a text editor for our code, simplest editor for our code. We can save it as so it works. We can compile and run our programs. So our environment is ready for using. So what we will do, we will continue our next laboratory work. Maybe we increase the size of our desktop. Only enter settings and increase No, it's too large. Okay, not so. It's better, but still, let's look for better options. Oh, that's good. Okay, we save this configuration. We finish our installation process. Now we can work with our code, and that's all what we will do. Save machine state and save state of our machine to start our next laboratory works.